So, as you can see, as I'm slowly turning him, he's got a really intricate paint job. He's got tattoos. All of this is free-handed. A lot of people think that this pattern is a stencil. It is not. It's never a stencil. All of it's free-handed. I didn't know what silicone was. I didn't know what an airbrush was. And CFX took me under their wing. They taught me everything I know. 4 years later, I've been painting this whole time. I painted a lot of the things you can see along this wall.
Welcome to Deadneck Studios. This is our first booth at Transworld. A lot of the inspiration, especially for some of the more cartoony things, comes from a lot of the 90s cartoons that I watched growing up, kind of mixed with 80s horror movies, that I absolutely loved growing up with. So all of that kind of just meshed together in my head, and this is what you get with it. Happy accidents as you're moving the clay around so quickly. So with the water-based clay, you throw your forms in there, and sometimes you see something that you didn't initially have in your design. You're like, well, let's roll with that and, see where we end up with it. The textures come in at the end of the sculpting process. I love to go through meticulously and just add, as many textures as possible, just to kind of help in the end with the paint process.
Oh my God.
The sculptor had an idea for it and it seemed like worth a shot. So we got some fish on your head masks.
You can even get like a sling for it.
So the advantages of a silicone mask is it bridges the gap between hiring a makeup artist and a latex mask. So it saves all that makeup time and you still get the mouth movement.
These are all silicone, so smooth on, EcoFlex, and then we do a different. Well, actually, all these masks are sculpted with wet clay, so water-based clay, and it's like people ask how do you get that level of detail? And it's like you really just have to learn how to work with the water-based clay to let it get to that leather hardness, and that's when you get all the the really nice tight details.
So you sculpt most of them, but you do have different artists.
Yeah, I got people that are lined up to do sculptures. I got Mikey wants to do another one, John Fuller, Wazzy from Nightmare Force.
Fangoria magazine, when I was a kid. So it was the Mark Williams interview. It was the Darkman issue that actually had all the masks on it too. It was the mask issue, had Darkman on the front, but it has a Mark Williams interview on the inside or whatever. So he was like my #1 effects guy to get me into doing all that stuff. Start with little sculpting maquettes, and then move up, and then just keep failing at making masks. Norman did the Scarecrow because he did the movie Scarecrows. So he did one like that. So Joe Riley did the Beast of Blood here. The Star Beast. Call him the Dark Star Beast. And this is all David Lady stuff too. Just do it. Just get some clay, get a bust, just start slapping clay on and figuring stuff out. Get a skull, start studying anatomy and stuff like that, and then get that down, and then you can start kind of pushing forms and seeing what works and what not or whatever.
New for this year, we got Bog Rot, which is our version of the swamp monster. The thing I did different is most people like to put sharp teeth, so I wanted to make it a little bit humanoid. So we use human teeth to kind of give it that creep factor. And then we did Retina, which is our like alien version. So we have two different at this show. We've got our alien, and we've got our orange version because I love orange. But
I
I'm
love
also
stuff like this. You know, it's just people don't think about that, but that's super cool. No, I mean, seriously, this is a great body of work.
Thank you. I thought this was the last 10 years of my life. Woo!
I just started, well, I mean, I've always done sculptural stuff for like film and television. I'm a makeup artist on TV and film. And for I've started sculpt. I've been sculpting for like 20 years, but I got into the mask this is my second year of Transworld, so I started the company just like probably a little over 2 years ago. But it's because of the writer strike and the film strike. A lot of the film work in Atlanta, I live in Georgia, kind of, dwindled. So I was like, this is kind of like what I started during that time to just keep busy.
Play, what do you work in generally?
I like all the clays. I wet and oil-based clay. I usually do, but I just like them all. It just depends on the project.
And on this one, I'm like, let me play around and just kind of like give them like a giant like pupil in there, kind of black out the eyes.
You do all the masks, right?
Yeah, everything. I do everything in this.